Hey guys, this is Taj, and today we're going to go over this trade I took earlier this week, GBPAUD. This was the before picture, and this is how it turned out. All right, so we're going to do a chart breakdown. Let me just clear this. This was on September 17. All right, so first off, my analysis was based on the daily time frame. I mapped this candle, this bearish candle right here. This was the basis for my CRT setup. That's once again candle range theory. You trade it by mapping a candle's range and waiting for either side to be manipulated. How I use it though, for example, if your bias is bullish, it should be a bearish candle that you map. Anyways, marked liquidity as well. It's higher probability if this candle actually took out an important area of liquidity, which it did. Sell side liquidity was taken twice, once here, the other here. And it should be a big candle. So this was, let's see, September 15. I took the trade on September 17, September 16. So we were in this trade, in this day. So Wednesday, it was over here. September 17. Right. First off, I noticed the bullish market flow, right? Order flow, I should say, based on the market structure. This was the manipulation of the lows, right? That doji that you saw in the higher time frame. Strong wick rejection, quickly returning to the range. On 4 hour, we see the bullish momentum building up, higher highs and higher lows. We see a change of character right here. I took this trade on the 5 minute time frame, however. Since everything is fractal, all right. Oh, I went too far. 17. Okay, it was right here. So on the 5 minute time frame, I had the middle of this marked up, the 50% zone. It's important to monitor. So market made a change of character right here, aka market structure shift, right? It went from lower high to new high. This high broke this high. So that's why it's the shift in structure or change of character. This is a failure swing as it failed to create lower lows. Now this is a higher high. This is a higher low. This is a higher high. And this is a higher low. What is that telling me? That is telling me that the market just gave confirmation that it wants to go higher, right? It wants to partake in a bullish uptrend, especially if we're looking at a bullish bias. And this is the swing high, right? And this is the swing low. We expect market to take out the swing high. And on the daily time frame, this would be the high that we would have been targeting, right? Because it took out the lows of this candle. So we would want it to take out the high. At least take out the 50%, right? But but mostly we were aiming for the high. Right. So what I noticed was an inversion fair value gap at this 50% zone of the daily candle range. Mapped it like so, right? Price was building up some bullish momentum right here. And then an impulsive candle broke through this inversion fair value gap. Price was supposed to be maintained here and then fall, right? To continue bearish bias, if there was any. Because all along these were bearish candles, right? Inducing sellers to continue into a downtrend. Except, bam, change in state of delivery. Right, so this candle closed above it, and then that gave me the confirmation. That gave me the confirmation, and I took it couple candles above it. Right, I believe it. Okay, this second candle here, and this bullish candle closed bullish above this. Right, and stop loss was below the lows of the candle that displaced through this inversion fair value gap. Strong displacement. Then this would have been TP1, this high right here, if you had partials to be taken. Took some time. It took 11 hours, but it hit TP. This could have been a second entry. Should you... It came back to the inversion fair value gap, so it would have been classified as a reclaimed inversion fair value gap. But there is a way with the sessions indicator. Let's say you're in the Asian session right here, and price broke out, right? Broke out in London. For continuation, you would want to see the market break out of Asian session zone, then pull back. Oftentimes it will pull back to the 50% zone of the Fibonacci, and then skyrocket, right? I've seen that quite a few times. You can backtest it yourself, so that's some extra sauce for you today. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for viewing, and until next time, continue to trade responsibly. Bye-bye now.